everybody, it's Elizabeth back bringing you guys another little video as I work on some stuff here. So I had a slow work morning, so I decided to hop, well actually before I came outside, I built the second raised bed inside this time because it was like real feel 105 when my husband and I built that one. So got it together. I have the frame there for the greenhouse cover. And you can see I've had the soil right there for a long time. So today I'm going to do this. I'm going to plant it. I'll show you what I'm planting, and then I'm going to do some pilfering in the garden and bring you guys along for that because I haven't done that in a while. I was out here this morning just randomly working on some different things, and I relocated some plants, so I'll show you that. And then really just trying to do some like cleanup, I guess, like fall cleanup. And I do have some plants that I guess I just have two plants really that are new to still get in the ground. But yeah, so no maple. So I'm going to work on that. So let's do a little time lapse. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, but on that second bag of soil I was putting in, it was covered in ants. So I got them all over my legs, my hands, just everywhere. And anyways, it took me a while to get them all off of me. But anyways, so what I'm going to be planting. So what I'm going to be planting in this bed. I'm doing some more broccoli because we love broccoli. I do have broccoli in that other bed, but we're doing succession planting for fall. I'm going to do a little spot of peppermint just because I love having it around. I'm doing celery. Probably like the third or fourth time I've tried celery with no luck. Seeds are so tiny. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to do some chives, see if those will come up. And some tennis ball lettuce. I don't remember if I put that in the other bed or not, but anyways, it's really cute. And then I brought out a spaghetti squash vine, which I'm going to just kind of try to put a few places in the cottage garden and see if it'll do anything. So that'll be in ground. So I'm gonna, like I did the other bed, in case you didn't see the other video, I did a layer of soil, a layer of peat moss, then another layer of soil, and then I sprinkled in some fertilizer pellets. They're organic and they're slow release, so they ought to last a few months, which should be fine for like the fall crops. And then 2 more layers of soil. Now that bagged mix was super duper dry. With the other one, I just watered it in once I had everything in. This one I decided to water each layer because I don't really know how well that got all the way down. That mix does seem kind of dry to me, having been doing this now for about 2 weeks. Seeds are coming in, they're doing okay, but it's just not, I don't know, it's not a great mix, I don't guess, but I mean, it's fine. It's not like compost, which would be like, you know, optimal for everyone to grow in. But anyway, so then I did not water this top layer because I'm going to wait till I get it planted. And then I will put the frame on just like I did before. I've got the frame over here. It doesn't have the plastic on it yet. I'll show you that. So, let me get these tags done. I lost a clip here, but I just was explaining how I use sticks like I did in the last bed to kind of outline where the different things are. Okay, one thing I learned trial and error from this other bed is I put my markers at the start of the bed, but with the way that the greenhouse cover is on it, it's hard to see them. So For these, I actually put them kind of more in the middle of the bed with where the planting is. And I'm probably going to move those guys here in a minute because that keeps getting on my nerves. I decided to go ahead and put carrots in. I said before I wasn't going to do carrots. I do them all the time. They hardly ever make anything. They make little baby carrots. Well, these are scarlet nantes. Had these seeds a long time. So I'm going to sow very heavily. I think one thing I have a hard time with is not planting the seed the correct depth. So if you saw me in that other video checking the back, that's because I'm trying to remind myself and trying to stick with what I should be doing. For example, the celery said like to broadcast the seed and lightly cover. So I literally just put it on the soil surface and then just raked a little dirt over it ever so slightly. Same thing with the chives. It said like 1/16 of an inch. So, and they were tiny seeds. So I did the same with them. I just broadcast them. So we'll see. Hopefully that works. These say 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to do it more shallow than I normally did. I'm just going to pull little trenches with my fingers and heavily sow because these are from 19. So these are 5 years old. These have been properly stored indoors ever since I've had them. So fingers crossed. But anyways, with carrots, you want to sow them real thick, and then when the seedlings start coming up, you pull every other one so they have space to grow. And hopefully, because this is all like new soil, it's lofty, it's light, maybe they'll actually develop. It says they get 6 to 7 inches long. That'd be awesome. I've never had a carrot that was like more than 4 inches long. Okay, so my camera was dying, so I worked on some things off camera, which I'm going to show you now, which is great. Oh, drop some weeds on there. All right, so I got this, I finished that. Wait, what do I have? Okay, that's both broccoli. Okay, I confused myself for a minute. Okay, tags are in the middle so I can see them. There are the carrots. I don't know why it's doing a weird thing on the screen here. And then here is the other bed. I moved the tags, and you can see I do have multiple coming in, so I will be thinning and possibly transplanting some of those. Now I want to show you what I worked on this morning. Okay, so this fence is coming out really soon. Those boxes right there are my new white picket fence, and I'm so excited, and I'm praying it's the right length. I always seem to mess that up, but anyways, so that's going to be fun. I had chairs here literally trying to hold this there. That's the only reason that chair is there. I moved the other ones this morning. So this guy will be like 5 feet around, 10 or so feet tall in its like maturity. So that could be, you know, next summer, into next summer. So I'm planning to leave it room. Right here is the mullein that my husband pulled up from the side of the road. I just cut them back today, but before I did, I took a little seed pods and I sprinkled them all in this area right here. So I'm praying that next year, I think I did it to maybe about here. So I'm praying next year that will be a nice little mullein bed. And even if they don't maybe flower or whatever, you know, they get anywhere from 3 to 5 feet tall. They're beautiful. So it would be really pretty up against the fence. I could even see planting some zinnias right in front of them. That'd be cool. All right, so over here, I cut the stalks back from these hollyhocks. These are its new babies. I'm leaving. I love that she's spreading. So just next year, depending on how big they get, I'll just have to move the bird bath. Now this area has always been a pain in the butt. There was a perennial hibiscus here, and underneath all this mulch and everything, there is a sidewalk right here, all the way across the yard, because this used to be the back of the house. There was a porch over here, and the sidewalk just went to there. So I can't grow anything there, which is why I put the sink thing there, and I've had my patio table there, because nothing will grow. So that sidewalk goes to right about there. But I had the hibiscus here, and it just was so sad. There was also a dead plant next to it, and this is a hosta that struggles. So this hosta I just cut back, and I decided I would just do maybe a container arrangement here. So these are all plants I had elsewhere. This is a bee bath. That's all fake flowers. I just wanted to use that really beautiful pot, and so I'm like, okay, cool, let's try that. So where that hibiscus went is right here. She's already starting to droop down. So these don't transplant well. This is this one's second year here. I think this is a white one and this one is burgundy. Anyways, I don't know that they get enough sun because they don't flower a ton like other ones I have elsewhere on the property, but they do flower. This one only flowered a little bit. And see, these are the same age. Both of these came from the old cottage garden on the exact same day. This one went here. This one went by the house. I don't think it got enough sun. It was too close to that cement footer. So, you know, I'm wanting to fill in this area so it's not so wide open. Cottage gardens are notorious for, you know, just footpaths and narrow walkways. And that just takes time. So we're working on it. So this is a volunteer vine that popped up, and now because it's fruiting, I know that it is a gourd because that's what that little guy is. So anyways, I did prune this just ever so slightly, but I'm going to watch it. If it does a major droop, I will just hard prune it, because when I brought them both over from the old garden, they dropped all their leaves, and I pruned them back to about a foot above the ground. And you can see here, like, these were the stems from last year. It shoots up these new ones every year. So it's like a softwood that comes back every year. So you would prune these to the ground in winter anyway. But I'm hoping this guy, he's got about 2 months to really get his footing in here before he starts to do that naturally. So I'm optimistic about that. Let's see, what else did I do? So over here is where I had those containers with flowers in them that I moved. And I've got some weeds in here to pull, but it's not too bad. This area also needs something. I don't know what's going to go there. So I just pulled out some of my pretty or cuter pots from there and set them here. And I'm going to think about what I want to do there. So that's kind of a to be determined. But the rest of these pots are really throwaways. I'm going to go through them this fall. This one is gorgeous. I have a few ceramic ones. Anyways, that's one of my fall projects, is I'm going to get that all cleaned up, get them organized in the greenhouse, and probably use them in the greenhouse also. I didn't do anything up there. That's about it. I did some rearranging here. I pulled, this flower was hanging, I moved it here. This is a citrus tree, and it has been setting right there, but its leaves were kind of mixed in with that tomato that's growing up the side. So I pulled it over. It had all this new growth from down there by the root, by the graft actually. And so I chopped all that off. They're all right there on the ground, which I may just leave there. Who knows? But anyways, I did that, and I pruned 2 little low limbs off. Everything else looks decent. It's living. I put some citrus pellet fertilizer in there and topped it off on soil because it just kind of gets washed out from watering. And I moved it over here where hopefully the table and the chair and all that will keep it from falling over in a windstorm. Just so, you know, varying heights of interest. So that's nice. These 2 I also fertilized. This is a lilac. It looks pitiful, but maybe that could go over there. I don't know. I need to research how big it gets. This is a blackberry, I believe. Yeah, that's a blackberry. I could put that out in my berry bed out there, but it needs some work. It needs some major work. So that's not happening right now. But yeah, I'm loving this spot. I love these in here. Oh, that's one other thing I was going to go do is I'm going to move a chair that we have on the deck right now, and I'm going to bring it over here. Not like I need any more chairs. I got like seriously 10 chairs in the cottage garden, but it's right next to the grill, and we need to bring over our camp stove, and I want to put it next to the grill because that makes the most sense, because we use our camp stove to can in the fall so we don't have to heat up our house. And so it's almost time for that, and I know my husband just won't bring it over if he thinks I want that chair there, which I don't. So I'm just gonna go grab it, and then we'll just look around and find a place to put it here. With all this new placement, I'm also trying to keep in mind that my husband's gonna get me a tractor tire to plant in, and that's probably gonna go like right here somewhere. Like, I don't want to make this walkway too narrow. We can come about here, but I also don't know how big it is yet. And I also have some banana tree babies that I'm thinking about digging up a few and sticking in this corner, because I've been wondering what to grow here, but whatever I put there won't get like a ton of sunlight. So maybe it really needs to be just like a bed of hostas, something. I don't know. I wonder if there's a flower seed that I could sprinkle on the ground now that loves shade that would get to be a few feet tall, because that'd be cool to be in the back and then the front be hostas. So we'll have to see. Oh yeah, before I go get the chair. Oh, I'm getting bit by something. I bet it's an ant. Turds. Anyways, so before I get the chair, I'm going to put in this spaghetti squash. And one of the places, here are my thoughts. I thought about putting one there, but Maple loves to lay there. No matter what I plant, she will still lay there. So I'm like, okay, I'll just leave it, because that's the office window. She can see me. If I'm inside, she's outside. She likes to be there. So instead, I pulled over another pot, and I thought, you know what? That's probably enough soil. That's a huge pot. It's probably enough soil to grow a vine. And of course, the vine's just going to go everywhere, which will look so cute. So I'm going to do one there. And then, well, let me just go ahead and do that, because I've got my tags ready. I'm probably going to sow just a couple of seeds. Yeah, so I'm going to do just 3, just to make sure one of them germinates. I won't keep them all if they do. See, there goes me putting something too deep again. Okay. Ta-da! All done. There aren't a ton of us that eat spaghetti squash. I'm actually the only one in the family that really likes it. But I don't know why. It's good. It's a good spaghetti substitute. You know, I think rather than just sticking this in the ground somewhere, I have these containers here that are doing nothing. So let me look at these. So everything is just disheveled from when I pulled up some spring crops. Bird feather, bluebird feather. Hope my cats didn't eat a bird. I love my birds. All right. That works. Okay, good enough. All right, here's that chair. So it's very low. It's like a hammock chair. If you can see it, there you go. It's so cute. Anyways, we rarely ever use it. Okay, so I didn't realize that last video cut off, but anyways, what I was saying is when our older family members come over, they all want to try it because it looks cozy, and then they have a hard time getting out of it because it's so low to the ground, and it really is. But so I just moved it over here by the sink thing, and it's actually like a really cozy spot. Let me show you my view. So there's a corkscrew willow on the left, maple. And again, this space will be open when I move that box, which will hopefully be soon. And then you can see it's got this footrail. And then here we are on the side, which I'm panned it back so you can see everything, but just in normal view. Here's how this looks. That's where I moved the squash. You can see it's not in the walkway at all, but it'll get more sun there, probably a couple hours more than being up against the house like this stuff. But anyways, nice view. I was sitting here looking at something on my phone, and hummingbird came, and there's 2 of them flying off right now. They go back and forth between this feeder and the morning glory, which is adorable. Oh, there's a bird in the bird bath. Oh, it's like I'm just here. I'm one with nature, and if I wasn't talking, they would just do their thing. There's a bird up there. anyways, so yeah, I think this is a good spot. I'll hop up and I will show you what it looks like from afar. Alright, so there's what it looks like. Taking up that space where that sidewalk is, which is good. Still got some plants. I do have a side table over there on the deck that was beside this that I will probably bring over and maybe set right there. Oh my god, hummingbirds, look at them. Hi, oh my god, it just came up to my shoulder. Ah, I love hummingbirds. Anyways, so I've got to figure out what to do with these chairs. I'm losing this walkway, which is fine. I knew I would when this corkscrew willow grew in. And like I can still walk through there right now. Oh, that one's a lot heavier, but that's so high. Anyways, so you can walk through there, but it's like this. It's kind of like going through like a little jungle, so that's fun. But anyways, one other thing I want to show you. I think we're going to wrap up here in a sec. But I don't know if you guys remember, but I planted a perennial vine here. I've got one over here and one here. And they have really started growing. They make, I don't expect any flowers until maybe next summer, but they make these, I think it's actually called butterfly vine or hummingbird vine, something like that. It makes little trumpet flowers. And I had seeds for the red variety and the yellow variety, and because these blocks are yellow, I decided to do the red, so these will be red blooms. But anyways, look, it's grown this way, all the way up this way to there. So because it grows, the vine is so like narrow, I'm able to like interlace it between each layer so that it will hopefully go more kind of where I want it. I had to wait until it got from here to here to start going sideways. So then the other one was slower, so I brought it over and it's looping down here on the bottom. And eventually it will go over all the way across, which will be fun. I do grow, like right now I've got all these tomatoes here, but next year I will probably grow tomatoes more up in the front than in here. I mean, they're doing fine here, but I would rather have that perennial vine back here. That's fun. And then I like doing the morning glories on that arch back there. They're just annuals, but they're beautiful, and it's a flower that reminds me of my late grandma. These are the vernissage art colors. They're doing really good. And we've got, here's some more, and they're more green. There's a red one down there that dropped. Anyways, all of these are loaded up. Oh my gosh, look, they're all the way out here on the ground. I'm stepping on maple and tomatoes. But anyways, these were all just my fun varieties. This one here in the middle, I think, was the Galaxy one. So they get really dark. Yeah, because I've got one on there now, and it's starting to try and get purple shoulders. That was fun. So they are doing good. Anyways, I don't want this to turn into a tour. I was really just going to kind of update you. I was going to look at this variety. I don't remember what this is. I'll have to look back on my calendar, but it's loaded up with green ones right now. And if we come around, it's got 2 or 3 down there, 3 down there, 6 or 8 right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probably at least 20 on this one vine. So that is really cool. So yeah, so I'm going to be working to figure out how to fill in spaces over here with perennials. And when we get that picket fence up in the back, I'm going to take the best section of the bamboo that's left, and I'm going to put it right here. I really just wanted a shield because we have bicycles and stuff back there. And so I wanted a shield so you just couldn't really see it. But that trellis, like, it's just looked ugly ever since I put it there. I literally just set it there one day and haven't moved it. So I need to do that. Oh yeah, we got a cat in the bed. Of course. They love these. I've got to find some sort of way to cover those. But anyway, so that's the plan. This is how this is shaping up. Nice. So, thanks for coming along today. That was really fun for me. Get my second bed all planted up. And the only other fall planting I'll be doing is finishing those. And I don't know what I'll do up in the front beds. If I end up planting them for fall, which I usually like to just let that summer stuff go as long as possible, because the tomatoes and peppers will continue to produce through fall weather. And so usually when it's too cold for them, it's too cold for a lot of stuff. So, and I don't know if I want to pull out my greenhouse row covers in order to grow in those beds. So to be determined. I do need to get me a perennial bed set up for onions and garlic though. That would be great probably to do in those 3 containers if I could keep the cats out of them. And those will need to go on this fall, but I don't have bulbs or anything yet, so I need to do that because I would love to get like the basics. We're doing the celery and some herbs that I can harvest, as well as the broccoli and cabbage and stuff which we'll fresh eat in the fall. And hi hummingbird. So to plan ahead and have you know, a space where garlic and onions for next year are growing would be great, because I didn't plant any last year, so I have none. So anyways, oh my god, the hummingbirds are just so freaking happy right now. There's like 4 out in like each in pairs, and they're chasing each other, so that's fun. Oh, a new development that I haven't told you guys about is this tree over here. This one, see if you can see that. Let me adjust the lighting. This tree grows up behind this what's that called, holly bush, and it was like a weed tree for the longest. It would get, you know, 4 or 5 feet tall, and we would chop it down with a chainsaw. It was very thick, and it came back every year. And so then finally, I think 2 years ago, maybe 3, I told my husband to let's leave it. It's got very thin leaves, and it kind of reminded me of like a tropical vibe, and it would just hang over the walkway there by where we have the hammock. And then finally we realized this year it's a walnut tree. It's making walnuts. And I noticed I noticed it was dropping leaves, and then my husband walked through and was like, wow, why is that tree dropping leaves so early? Like you can see, this lower limb here has almost no leaves on it. And he was like, oh yeah, walnut trees here are the first to get their leaves and the first to lose them. But look, walnut. There's a few more little ones up there, but anyways, my husband's worried about it being so close to the house with its roots, and I'm just kind of like, well, it's already been here for like 10 years. And I don't know, call me weird, but I don't worry about stuff like that. Maybe I should. Do you worry? Now, I wouldn't plant something like that close to the house if it was like a water loving tree, like a willow, where and cypress, where their roots specifically like dig and seek out water because they're water loving trees. So then it would just, I don't know, if like that would be like more aggressive roots than some things. Who knows? I don't know. But anyways, oh my gosh, there's a butterfly on the morning glories. Oh, hi, sorry. Oh, are you coming back? Nope. Oh, yep. Oh, nature is so beautiful. Anyways, that's that. So, yeah. If you have any ideas for some things I could put in some of these places, that would be great in a cottage garden. Great to fill in space. Perennial preferred. Super. Let me know. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by and being here, especially making it all the way to the end. You're a true gem. I love you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Look, here's the view from my office. Look at the hummingbirds. And then look at the cats. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh, hummingbirds are back. And then I've got my little bird feeder here, and a red cardinal likes to come here in the mornings. So cute. Oh! I swear they prevent me from working. I get so distracted. Love it. Love it. this has been like the dream and the vision for years, you guys. It's taken me so many years to even get to like this phase. Ozzy better not be thinking about giving my hummingbirds. Anyways, it just takes a long time to make it happen. Be patient with yourself.